Welcome everyone to our Hatha yoga class. My name is Tammy and I'll be guiding you through the next hour. Our focus is on gardening, so this class is for gardeners, or we're thinking of spring, so spring cleaning. So our bodies start to get a little bit tight, back, shoulders, hips, legs, that crouching all the time, the reaching, lifting, moving things. So we'll move through some poses to help us to release those tight muscles. Coming to the top of your mat, we'll begin with our sun salutation. It is our warm-up, helps us to just to get that blood flowing through the body. So coming to the top of the mat with the ankles, knees, and hips in line with each other. Do a little shift through the body. And then root yourself down into the ground. Draw the tailbone down. Draw your kneecaps up towards your hips, contracting your quadriceps, your thighs. Draw your shoulders up, back, down. Do that again. Up, back, down. One more time. Draw the shoulders up, back, down. Notice if your chin is jutting forward, tuck it in. Draw your arms down by the sides. Thumbs pointing forward. Attach that string to the top of your head, the crown of your head, and pull yourself up. Engage your muscles, drawing your skin into your muscles, muscles into your bones. Feeling strong, feeling tall. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. So hinge through the hips, bend through the knees, let the head hang. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. You can slide your hands up your shins or hands wider. Exhale, release and fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, draw up to about halfway, flat back. Exhale, release and fold, bending through those knees. Inhale, again, draw up to halfway. Exhale, release and fold. This time, take your hands down to the ground. Step back with the right foot, left foot into that strong plank here. As we lower into the ground, your elbows hug your waist. First of all, jut the body forward. Come down to the knees. Draw down into the ground. Chaturanga. Uncurl the toes. Shoulders away from the ears. Tops of your feet press down to the mat, pubic bone down. Inhale for your first up dog. Exhale, release. 2 more times, do this. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, release. Take the toes down to the ground. And then coming up, nice strong push to downward facing dog. Alternate knee bends. Just pedal it out. And then hold still. Draw the heels a little bit closer down to the ground. Spread your fingers out. Make an L shape with your index finger, thumb. Bend through the knees. Look to the hands. Walk your feet forward. Ankles, knees, hips in line with one another again. Root yourself down into the ground. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. 2 more times through. Inhale, draw your arms up, overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, take your hands to the ground, step back with the right foot, left foot. Jutting the body forward. Lower yourself into the ground. Uncurl the toes, pubic bone down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here. One more cycle of breath. With the exhale breath, bend through the knees, look to the hands, walk your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, head hangs. Inhale, sweep your arms up, engage your quadriceps. Exhale, hands to your heart center. One more time through, stand tall. Inhale, draw your arms up, overhead. Draw the navel in towards your spine as you dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back with the right foot, left foot. Jut the body forward. You can come down to the knees, lower yourself into the ground. Inhale to up dog, tops of the feet down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more cycles of breath. Exhaling, bending through the knees, look to the hands, walk forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Hear your breath. Exhale, fold, head hangs. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Good, okay. Balasana, garland pose will be next. Stepping out to each side of the mat. Turn your toes out. Sitting down into a squat. The knees are not passing your toes. Sitting down a little bit lower. Elbows come into the inside of your thighs. You can do a little shift here. So inside of the knees. Notice if you're rounding through your spine. We need to have a nice straight spine. Lots of times we start to get into the rounding position when we're really leaning over. So let's unfold, straight spine. As if your back is against a wall. Coming out of Malasana, take your hands down to the ground and then draw the toes, so on the heels, draw the toes forward facing, and then you can alternate steps coming in here, heel toe. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, release, fold. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. This time, inhale, coming all the way up. Arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Place your hands onto your hips, bend to the knees, and step right back. Big step and open up. On the heels, rotate. All your toes face forward. Relax through the shoulders. Arms, they can stay onto your hips. Or take the arms behind, intertwine your fingers, draw the shoulders down your back. Inhale, draw your heart up towards the sky, small back bend, upper part of your back. Exhale, fold forward, bend through the knees, hinge through the hips, fold forward, take the arms up and overhead, big arch. Let the head hang, opening up through the pelvis, opening up through our shoulders. Slowly start to straighten the legs. If you find that you're really rounding through the back though, knees are bent. Slowly releasing, coming up to halfway. Inhale. Coming all the way up strong through those legs. Small back bend. Release your arms. Exhale. Releasing. Bend through the knees. Step right to meet the left. Little shift through the body. Come to the top of your mat again. Okay. Folding forward. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Hold on to the elbows. And then a little sway, side to side. Let the head hang. Getting into a twist here. Then releasing your arms, head hangs still. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Root yourself down into the ground, quadriceps contracted. Arms overhead and then hands to your heart center. Okay, here is when we're going to use our prop. So if you do have something like a table, if you have a bar, anything, a chair, doesn't matter, your arms will be resting on it. Coming over to your prop, you can watch me first. Relax your shoulders. We do the forward fold. Arms come onto your table, your chair, whatever you have. The head just comes down in line with your arms, stretching out through our shoulders here. Palms may be down, or your thumbs are up towards the sky, which is easier on your shoulders when you have your thumbs up towards the sky. Ankles, knees, hips may be in line with each other or legs wider. Feel that length coming through the shoulders. Knees have a bend through them. Slowly making your way out. And then coming up nice and slow. Roll back through the shoulders. Come to the top of your mat again. Cross your right arm over top of the chest and then hold on to it with the left hand. Relax through the shoulder. Tip your left ear to the shoulder and then relax. Use your breath to help you to soften. Help to release through all these tight muscles into our neck, into our shoulders with the exhale breath. Taking the head up, release your arms, roll back through the shoulders, and then cross your left arm over the chest. Hold on with the right hand. Let the shoulders release. Tip the ear, right ear to the shoulder now. Inhale breath, exhale breath, helping you to release. Inhale breath, thinking about deepening the stretch. Exhale breath, releasing. Taking your head up, release your arms. Roll back through the shoulders. Little shift through the body. Into camel will be next. Place your hands, so this is standing camel. Place your hands into the small of your back. Fingertips pointing down. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. tailbone is down. Engage your bandhas, your natural energy locks. So draw the navel in towards the spine. A small back bend here through the upper part of the back. Inhale. Coming up, exhale, coming back. Keep lengthening through the spine. Keep breathing. Opening up through our rounded shoulders, rounded chest. Releasing, coming out of camel. Release the arms. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend through the knees, hinge the hips, dive forward. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release. Taking your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend through the knees as much as you need to get the back flat. Draw the elbows out to the side, the head hangs. Inhale and exhale. With the next inhale breath, releasing your toes, walk your hands forward. Exhale, come up to halfway, place your hands onto the hips. Inhale all the way up, small back bend again. Exhale, release. Side angle pose, bend through the knees, step your right foot back. And then come on to the heels, to the heel, I should say. Line your heels up for that front heel with the back arch. Inhale, sweep your arms up to shoulder height. Left knee points straight ahead. Exhale, bend, big lunge, and then bring your right arm up and over, left arm. Rest, turn that body, relax through your shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Waist is long. Notice if you're folding, scrunching down into the side. And then slowly coming out, extended angle. We're going to take our hands down to the ground, come onto the ball of your foot, right foot. Take your knee down towards the ground. Having enough cushion for the knee, you may double up your mat. You may use a knee block. And then do a little kickstand. So turn your shin so it's going to be parallel with the short end of your mat. Take your hands into the space, big opening. Open up your arms wide. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Draw the crown of the head down to the ground. Left knee points straight ahead. If you need a little bit of help, use your elbow, pushing it out. Slowly releasing. This is one of my favorite poses. Taking your hands back, kickstand that leg back. Okay, making your way up. So from that low lunge, coming up to a high lunge. And then bend through the back knee and step right to meet left. Shift through the hips. I'll just come to the other side of my mat so you can see me. Opening up, bend through the knees again. Step the left foot straight back and then bring the heel down. Inhale, sweep your arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, lunge forward, and then take your left arm up and over. Relax through the shoulders. Rotate through the waist, long through the waist. Extended side angle, opening up through our hips, helping to release. And then release, untwist, draw the arms, hands down to the ground. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Take the knee down to the ground. Kickstand that back leg. Your shin is parallel with the short edge of the mat. Right knee is going to want to turn in, so make sure it's pointing straight ahead. Encourage it by pushing out with your elbow, arm. Take your hands wide and then fold forward. Crown of the head, that's the goal, to get it down to the floor. We can do it. Feel that nice big opening into our hips, helping them to release. Coming out of our posture here. Take your hands back, kickstand that back leg back. Our low lunge to a high lunge. It's nice and slow, high lunge. And then bend that back knee, step left to meet the right and shift. Okay, very nice. Okay, top of the mat again. Little shoulder stretch again. Relax through your shoulders. Take the right arm behind, left hand in front, and hold nice and strong here. Opening up left ear. Left ear to left shoulder. Draw the navel in. And then a little turn of the head. I would like you to tip your nose up towards the ceiling. And then back down, ear to shoulder. And then head up. That was a nice big opening into our neck muscles. Release your arms. Take the right arm in front, left arm behind. Stand up tall. Ear down to the shoulder. Here we can turn our nose up towards the sky. And then back down, ear to shoulder. And then again, head up. Stand tall, release your arms, roll the shoulders back. Okay, a little fold forward. So then arms coming up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, hinge through the hips, bend through the knees. This fold forward, take your palms underneath the balls of your feet. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Knees are bent enough to help keep the back flat. Elbows come out to the side with the exhale. Your head is hanging. Press into your hands. Just give them a nice good squish. And then release your hands, let the blood flow back. Just
Get our circulation happening here. Nice inhale, breath, come up, lengthen. Exhale, breath, come up to halfway. Place your hands onto the hips. Inhale, coming all the way up, small back bend. Exhale, release. Side stretch. Let's actually stand at the top of our mat again. Relax through the shoulders. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Intertwine your fingers with your index fingers pointing straight up. Wrap the thumbs around each other. Inhale, stand up tall. Relax through the shoulders though. Exhale, come up and over to the left side, like you're coming up and over a ball. Lovely side stretch here into the body. Your arms are really close, so hugging towards your ears. Arms are really close to your head. With the next inhale breath, make your way back up. Exhale, release your arms, dive forward. Bend through the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Then do the same thing. Intertwine your fingers with your index fingers pointing straight up. Wrap your thumbs around each other the opposite way. Inhale. Exhale, come up and over to the right side. Long through the waist. Both sides nice and long. Again, your arms hug nice and close to your head. Hug your they're at your ears. Feel length coming through the side of your left side. With the next inhale breath, make your way back up. Exhale, dive forward. Head hangs. Here, just let yourself hang. You can say yes, no with the head. You can just be. And then inhale, make your way up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, release, hands to the heart center. Tree pose will be next. It's a little bit different. You may hold on to something, crossing the right ankle over the left knee. It's a little different here. So again, you may hold on to something. Feel yourself rooted down into the ground. You may have your hands to your heart center. If you'd like to go a little deeper into the stretch, your hands come forward in front. Head may hang. Feel the release into your hips. Slowly make your way up. Release your ankle, shift to the hips. Okay. Into the other side, root yourself down with the right foot. Lift your left foot off the ground, cross at the knee. You may sit down into the squat. Hands can come forward a little bit deeper of a squat. Head hangs. My fingers are tented here, so you can have the fingers tented. Coming out of tree. Place your hands to the heart center. Release your feet, your ankle, and release. Into Tadasana, standing nice and tall, ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Hands, turn your palms towards the front. Close your eyes. Let yourself breathe in mountain pose, Tadasana. Notice how much taller you feel. Open up your eyes. It truly does feel like we've grown a few inches, which is really good for me. Forward fold. Another version will be next. So at the top of the mat, step back with the right foot. Turn your toes all to face the front. Fold forward. Take your hands parallel with your feet. Now, you can heel toe your feet out. Having your feet wider will help to get a little bit closer to the ground. Knees bent to help keep the back flat. Hands parallel, in line, I should say, with your feet. You're drawing the elbows through the inside of your legs as you fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Crown of the head, that's the goal, is to get it to the ground. Bend your knees a little bit more to come closer to the ground too. Slowly releasing. Walk the hands forward into a twist here. Left hand stays down. Right hand, place it onto your right side here. I think it'll be the opposite here, camera. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, exhale. Release the right hand away. Shooting the energy out through your fingers without overextending into the shoulders. And then slowly release, coming out of the twist into the other side. So take the left hand, place it onto your hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotating to the left side. Release the hand away. Looking towards your thumb. Lovely twist into our spine. Opening up into our inner thighs. Slowly releasing, coming out of the twist, place your hand back down. Bend through the knees. Inhale. Exhale, come up to halfway lift. Place your hands onto your hips, flat back. Inhale, all the way up, small back bend. Exhale, release, bend through the knees, step right to meet the left. And shift through the hips. Okay. Making our way down to the ground. I'm gonna do one more, sorry, before we do make our way down to the ground. Half moon, lovely opening up into our body. Taking a block or a stool, anything that you might want, so that you do not have to have your hand as low to the ground. But you may, of course, you don't need to have a prop, a block. You may also hold on to a ledge or a chair. We're opening first up into the right side. So your block would be placed at 11 o'clock. So different levels with the block. You can have it on the highest level, the medium level, low level. Finding what's going to work for you. Your hand will lightly rest on it. Fold forward, bend through the knees. Here, straighten your legs and then lift the right leg off of the ground. So root yourself down to the ground. Both legs are straight. Having that left leg straight, it is stronger. Right toes down to the ground. And then turning your body, opening up through the body. And then here, get the focus, your drishti, that's your gaze. Keep breathing, keep strong. And then slowly come out of your twist. Bend in the knees and then come up. My block is not on an even surface, so make sure your block, your prop is on an even surface. I have to do that for the next one. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this way so you can see. So, into the next side. So let's set ourselves up first. Your block now is at 1 o'clock. That fold forward. So just find where it's going to work for you. May need to just come onto the side here. And then fold, lift your left leg off the ground. Both legs straight. It is stronger. Flex the left foot. So toes down to the ground. Now, even surface for our block or prop, and then rotate through the body. Arm comes away, and then open up. Slowly make your way out of half moon, and then bend through the knees. That wasn't very slow for me. And then you put your block away. Little shift through the hips, roll back through the shoulders. Come to the top of your mat. Making your way down to the ground now. You may do half of a sun salutation of vinyasa flow to get down to the ground. Inhale, draw your arms up. Overhead, exhale, dive forward, flat back. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands come down, step back, chaturanga. Lower yourself into the ground. There's another version for chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Then bend through the knees, look to the hands, walk, step, or jump your feet forward to a seated position. Take your legs behind to all fours now. Shift through the body back and forth. Uncurl the toes. Sit back into the heels. to child's pose. Arms may be by the sides or arms forward. Forehead is resting. Really feel the earth here. Let yourself go. If you find that this is too much for the knees in child's pose, you may lie your back in cradle, just taking your knees into the chest, giving yourself a hug. And then come to all fours. Uncurl those toes and do a little stamping through our feet here. So toe taps. And then release. Uncurl the toes again, sit back into the heels. This time for child's pose, we're walking our arms over, hands over towards the left side. So take your arms down and then walk your arms over to the left side, forehead rests, opening up to the side of the body. You may come onto your back again if you find that this is not the best for your knees. Slowly release, walk your hands over to the other side. Let the forehead rest. Feel that opening into the left side of the body. Releasing, come back to the center, and then to all fours. Okay, sitting down on your bottom, take the right foot into the groin, left foot comes in front. Inhale, draw up. Take the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Here we're stretching into the left hip. Forehead may rest on the mat, a pillow, your hands, your fists. Releasing, inhale, make your way back up, and then arms overhead. Exhale, release, and then uncross the legs. And then this time, take the left foot into the groin, right foot in front. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Forehead resting. Feel that opening into the the right side of the hip. Inhale, making your way up. Arms overhead. Exhale, release, opening up the legs into a V. Sit up tall, toes up towards the sky. Hands go behind your bottom. If you need help keeping the back flat, or arms here, or in front. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, fold forward. You may hold onto your big toes with your peace fingers or hands just to the ground. Forehead, letting it rest, maybe on your hands, a cushion, a block, or of course the earth. Releasing, inhale, making your way back up, nice and slow. Arms overhead, exhale, hands to your heart center. Taking one hand down, the other hand down, and then bend to the knees. Take the legs in, windshield wiper, knees side to side. Take your feet wider than the hips to do this, windshield wiper. Okay, releasing. Making your way down to the ground. You may come onto the side of the body, roll down. Take your knees into the chest, hug your knees. Release, take your legs, so you're supine, a little twist here to the up, bring your legs up and over to the left side. Twisting, feeling that stretch into the side of the body, into our spine. Arms in line with your shoulders. You can extend your arms so they're straight out or have that bend at the elbows. Turn your head the opposite way of the legs. Close your eyes. Let your body rest. But active, feeling your breath, that ujjayi breath, that inhale and exhale breath, feeling the breath into the back of the throat. Opening up your eyes, turn your head, being present, engage your core muscles, your bandhas, and then draw the legs back towards the center. Hug your knees into the chest. Releasing, I'm just gonna scooch over just a little bit more so you can see me in the camera. And then legs up, take your legs up and over to the right side. Arms again in line with the shoulders. They may be straight or bent at the elbows. Feel that length coming through the side of the body, not only your spine, into your shoulder, into your chest. Turn your head the opposite way of the legs. Close your eyes, use your breath. Feeling that length with the inhale, exhale the release. Release of all those tight muscles. Turn your head back towards the center. Engage your core muscles and then draw the knees back towards the center. Give yourself a hug. Knees into the chest. Releasing, take your feet down to the ground. For our last posture, we'll move into bridge. Always looking up towards the sky for bridge. Knees are bent. See if you can touch your heels. That is the correct distance that you would like your heels to be away from your bottom. Bridge, feeling that length coming through the body. Pelvis lifting up towards the sky. Imagine that you're squeezing a block between your knees. Draw your pelvis up higher, lengthen through your spine. Walking your arms, your shoulders under your body, holding onto your hands, palms of your hands, coming a little bit closer for a bigger opening into our shoulders. Imagine squeezing that block between your knees again. And then slowly releasing your arms. So walk your shoulders back. And then take your pelvis down, knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Take your legs up. Point, flex your feet. Bend through the knees, give yourself a squeeze. Take your feet down to the ground. Open up your arms in line with the shoulders. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Give yourself a hug. Cross your arms. Inhale, open up your arms again. Exhale, give yourself a hug and cross your arms the opposite way. Inhale, open up. Exhale, cross your arms the opposite way again. Inhale, open up. Exhale, cross your arms the opposite way. Last time. And release. Shavasana is our next posture, a resting pose, corpse pose. Lying on your back, the legs may be straight, or the knees may be bent. If you find that your back is coming up, have the knees bent. You may lie on the side of your body. You may be on an incline. So take a moment to set yourself up. A blanket is always nice to have around you, and then put it on top of your body so you're nice and warm. If you are lying on your back, you want to open up a little bit more. Take your arms further away from the body, turning your palms up towards the sky. Once you are settled in Shavasana, close your eyes. Let your eye sockets be heavy. Let your facial muscles relax. Your lips part. Let your neck muscles release and melt into the ground, the earth. Feel your shoulders and your arms release. Your hands are heavy. Coming down your body, your chest, your tummy, your belly, and your pelvis, your hips, they release into the ground. Let them melt. Coming down your legs, past your knees, your shins, ankles, your feet, release. Melt into the ground. The earth and your feet are heavy. Let your mind wander, not focusing on one thing. I will call you back when it is time.
Slowly starting to wiggle your fingers, toes. Maybe a little shift through the body. Notice your breath. Notice how you feel calmer. Notice how you feel more grounded. Making our way up to a comfortable seated position. If you're lying on your back, bending through the knees, take the right arm overhead and then roll over to your right side to fetal. Take a moment in fetal and then making your way up to that comfortable seated position. Hips higher than the knees. Take pressure off the knees. Hands placing them to your heart center. Joining the sun and the moon. Thank you so much for joining me. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.